Hey, welcome to the Made It to Monday John Stevens Jr. Music live stream. Hi, everybody. I'm John Stevens Jr. Tonight and for the rest of the month of November, we're going to do nothing but original songs. You guys asked for it. So people were saying, John, are you going to do an all original show? And I said, let's get crazy. Let's do a whole month of original music. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm really excited about being here and doing that for you. Got a bunch of requests. Tonight, we're going to do about 7 songs off the Both Sides of My Heart album. Some of you have this. This was my first full-length album a number of years ago. And a lot of good memories from this album. A lot of songs that we still play out in all of our shows. So as you're all trickling in, make sure and say hi to each other. If you see somebody new out there tonight, just make sure and say hi to them. And that's kind of what happens during the first part of this segment before I start playing. Everybody says, hi, Captain Bernay, hi, Captain Sheriff, hi, Captain Mills, hi, Captain Stevens. Everybody just says hi to each other. So you guys do that. We're going to start off tonight with a song from the album, song I wrote. It's called Back Home. Like I've been on the road since I've learned how to drive. Rambling fever and wanderlust are just a way of life. From Fresno, California to the Mason-Dixon line, my heart still goes now and then back home. You know I played my songs and my guitar in those Nashville neon lights. I've landed in Las Vegas where the stars stay out all night. I've been down to Corpus Christi where those gentle Gulf waves roll. My heart still goes now and then back home. Back home, where Dad helped me buy my first pickup truck. Back home, where me and Cassie Rogers made our first love. The place where I met Jesus when I was just 13 years old. My heart still goes when I'm out on the road. Back home. I've walked the straight and narrow road, seen both sides of the fence. Hit some highs and I felt some lows. There ain't much in life I've missed. So when it's time to say goodbye to the street that won't let go, the first place I know I wanna go is back home, where Mom cooks Christmas dinner every year. Back home, where me and Larry, we would drink our first beer. A place my childhood memories come alive. It seems so clear, my heart still goes when I'm out on the road. Back home, where we went to church every Sunday, come rain or shine. Back home, where we were always taught to be humble and be kind. I've been a million places, but there's nowhere else I find a rest for my soul like I do when I go back home. I wanna go back home. Back home. I need to go back home. say this every time. It's always good to get back home. And I think every songwriter that's ever written a song has to have written a song about home or going back home. So anyway, thank you guys. I'm going to pull up the chat here and see who's out there. I saw something I think kind of excited me. And looky there. It does. Right there. There's our friend Gail McGillum. I hope everybody has said hi to Gail. Gail's been down for a little bit, but it looked like she's back in the game with us tonight. How you doing, Gail? Thanks for the message. I appreciate it. And I'll let Gail tell you one of the things she told me. But it was, she listened to one of my songs, she said, while she was getting out and things. Gail, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a whole bunch. So good to see you out there tonight. And I'll hide that real quick. Oh, I got the wrong one there. Help me out here, Julie. I got people, or there she'll put somebody else up there. I can do this. I can do this. See, I'll put Brene up, and then I can hide. All right, now the screen. I couldn't find the magic eraser. How's everybody doing? Did you guys have a great Monday? I'm here to help you make it through your Monday. You know what it is right now? It's time to check in and share. It's check-in and sharing time. So there's my video. So I'm going to check in. I'm at the wonderful home and the wonderful hospitality of Brenda Davis and Brene Davis Dale. I got that down now, don't I, Brene?
You got that down.
So I'm in Lebanon, Indiana tonight, broadcasting on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're on YouTube out there, make sure and say hi to us. Give us ring that bell out there and let us know that you're watching out there. Leave us a comment on the YouTube channel. And I am going to share. I hope you guys will share. Let me know where you're watching from. I appreciate it. Appreciate when you guys do that. I'm going to hit the share button. Share to. Remember how they changed this on us last week there, Brene? Did it stump you a little bit?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. So there's one of my groups that I shared to. I shared to Indianapolis Live, and then I shared to the Live Music Bulletin Board. Do you guys have groups that you share this video to? You guys are the best for doing that. I really appreciate it. And let me jump in the chat real quick. We're going to get on to our next song. But let me see who. Oh my gosh, I am so far behind. Mike Westerfield, Gail, Becky, Donna, Julie up in Lafayette, Brene right here in Lemon, Don Brown, Becky Pettit, Gail McGillum, like we mentioned. There's Pete. Good to see you Saturday night, Mike Westerfield down there in Beech Grove. We had a big time at the American Legion in Beech Grove. A lot of my Kappa Sigma fraternity brothers were there. Little sisters. It was a great night. Great night. Orpha's watching up in Michigan. Connie Schultz is with us. Larry Davis. Scotty of the Traveling DeArmonds is with us. Hope Mary's feeling a little better. Bad Betty's in the house. Becky Pettit's out there. All right, I'm hustling through here. You guys are just saying hi to everybody. I love that. I love it. River James is out there. Hi, buddy. My songwriting buddy going to be man, we got a great little team going there, River. Good to see you Saturday night on my way home. Kim's in the house. Brian Mills. I'm trying to get down to the bottom. Michael Stevens. My mom was from the Reds. Jeff Alford. Can I get to the bottom here without going too long? Okay. I see what's going on. There's Judy Hancock up in Big Springs. All right. Hi, Judy. How are you? Judy's watching me do the live stream tonight. I was watching Judy mow her grass today out my window there. I probably should. I got out and offered to help. You think, Brene? She goes, maybe. She goes, you're paying right now. Judy, great to see you out there. Great to see you out there. There's Bryce. Saw Bryce Saturday night. All right, let's get on to the next song for those of you out there. All right. Thanks, River. I appreciate that. All right. Like I said, we're going to do nothing but original songs the month of November. And tonight we're featuring songs from the Both Sides of My Heart album for the most part. We're going to do 7 songs off that album. On song number 5, you get to choose one of the 2 songs that I've got picked out. So I had my capo on, so I need to do a quick tune job here. Here's a song that I wrote with my good buddy at the time. I remember that this was around 1996 when I started going back to Nashville again after I'd lived there for a few years. In my earlier as a kid, And then I started making trips back to Nashville, and I stayed with a couple. They were from Finland, actually. So I kind of was down there for a week at a time. So I kind of rented a room from them. And about that time I ran into David Lindgren, and I remember coming up with this song idea, and he did a great job of grabbing hold of it and running with me. It's a song called My Southern Bell Ain't Ringing. Remember this song, Brene? When my baby left Atlanta, she said I need a little time alone. I'll call you on the telephone, don't wander far from the phone. It's going on 3 weeks, I barely been 10 feet out of that Ringer's ranch. I'm sitting around waiting like a puppy for a bone, wondering if my feelings have changed, cause my southern bell ain't ringing. Ain't no mail that the mailman's bringing. When I'm talking to somebody else, there's no call waiting on me. I need to hear them wires singing. I'm holding on, but I'm barely clinging. I'm going to hell, cause my southern bell ain't ringing. I keep picking up the receiver, checking that it's still got tone. Was I a fool to believe her? When's that girl gonna phone home? I'm the kind of guy who likes a little quiet every now and then. But enough is enough, I can't take another second of the silence that's setting in. Cause my southern bell, it ain't ringing. Ain't no Mac that the mailman's bringing. When I'm talking to somebody else, there's no call waiting for me. I need to hear them wires singing. I'm holding on, but I'm barely clinging. I'm going to hell, cause my southern bell ain't ringing. It's okay if you miss somebody, Becky, out there. I appreciate that. My southern bell ain't ringing. I'm holding on, but I'm barely clinging. I'm going to hell, cause my southern bell ain't ringing. I'm going to hell, cause my southern bell ain't ringing. Southern bell ain't ringing. Yeah, do you remember that one, Brene?
I do remember.
That was a little rocking little tune out there. Thank you out there. I appreciate that. The chat is moving on me. Mike Westerfield said a foot tapping song. That's right. Hey, you know what? It's that time of the show where we're going to recognize last week's virtual tipper. We had one, the one, and he deserves to be the one and only recognized. It was Pete Arkamo. Pete, thank you for being my virtual tipper of the week last week. I appreciate you doing that. Pete is the best. He tips me virtually every John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream. He tips me when he shows up at my regular shows. And you know what else he does, Brene? He texts me before I get to a show. Most of the times he goes, John, let me know when you get here, and I'll come out and help you carry your stuff in. Is that? I mean, I should be tipping him. Pete Arkamo, thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for being an all-around nice guy. And Pete and Julie, they moved into their new house, and they're getting it all moved in. So we're excited for you guys. But I appreciate your friendship out there, and I appreciate your generosity out there, Pete. Thank you. And if you guys would like to join Pete and say thank you with a virtual tip, there's lots of ways to do that. If you have a PayPal or a Venmo, if you have a Cash App, all the instructions, all the tags, all the ways of doing that are in the description at the top of this video. So if you'd like to say thank you with a virtual tip, I sure would appreciate it. You have all those, and if you don't have a Venmo or a PayPal or a Cash App, you can just go to the link that's provided in there and go straight to my website and do the same thing. I do appreciate your generosity. And again, one more time, Pete Arkamo, thank you for being my virtual tipper last week. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. With that being said, it's time to do another song off the album. This was actually the very first song on the album. Can you believe that, Renee? Led off with a ballad. I thought it was a pretty good little way to go. Yeah. But says D with a capo on the first fret. My mom, now when your mom talks to you about your songs, you know, she says, this is probably one of my favorites that you've ever written. One of your better ones, she says. So, and I appreciate that, Mom. That's coming from my Southern Indiana Regional Marketing Director. Right? She told me she told Kirby Staley at church that she had an opening if Kirby needed any promotion and things. Kirby got a big kick out of that. So if you need a Southern Indiana regional promoter, get in touch with my mama from the Ridge. I saw that she checked in tonight. So here's a song called You Deserve What I Got. Well, I took you back one too many times. I trusted your heart, I believed every lie. That was my fault. I should have known, now you are. So here's wishing you nothing but the best. I hope you find someone who brings you happiness. There's no doubt in my mind, you deserve what I've got. You deserve what I got. Tears in your eyes and a broken heart. Sleepless days and nights asking what went wrong. Watching your world fall apart. Oh, you deserve an old memory, stalking your mind with every thought. I didn't earn what you given me, so you deserve what I got. Well, I tried to hide this hurt on my face, but the ache in my heart has found a permanent place. There's no getting over you. Your bridge I can't cross. So the next time someone ever says their heart's true, I'll do my best not to think about you and all the faith and love I've lost. You deserve what I got. You deserve what I got. Tears in your eyes and a broken heart. Sleepless days and nights asking what went wrong. Watching your world fall apart. Oh, you deserve an old memory, stalking your mind with every thought. I didn't earn what you've given me, so you deserve what I got. I wish I could give back all you've given me, 'cause you deserve what I got. She deserves what I got. That's right. Hey guys, thanks for requesting that song. That probably, besides the next one I'm getting ready to play, was the most requested song off the Both Sides of My Heart album. So I appreciate you guys asking for that one. Let's see out there. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. Larry Davis is out there. My mama said, hello, number 2. I'm going to have to go back and figure that one out. I had to figure one out. Thank you, Julie. All right. Y'all saying hi to each other. Gary Fig, we're glad that you joined us from the west side of Indy. I appreciate it. Speaking of joining us, I hope you guys have checked in. I have done it. I'm going to tell you, because we like to let people know this show goes all over the place because we have viewers watching all across the country. And last week, we had people check in from different parts of the country. So I'm going to tell you about that right now. We had people check in from out of state. Robert Millis checked in all the way from El Paso, Texas. Robert, I appreciate that. I got a song for you tonight about a big Texas heartache, all right? I want you and Jay Westfall or my Texas listeners out there. I want to make sure I can recognize you for that. The Salt Gal checked in all the way from Saltville, Virginia. Sheridan Weidenhop, did I say that right? Checked in all the way from Menifee, California. Has anybody heard of Menifee, California? I have not either. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Menifee, M-E-N-E-F-E-E. Menifee is the way I would say it. Yeah, Robin Miller checked in from Columbus, Ohio. Our girl Orpha White, who joins us every week from South Haven, Michigan. And Lynette Jean Dessen from Spanish Fort, Alabama. Those were our out of state checker-ins last week. And of course, people from Indiana watching this show decided to check in last week's from Big Springs, Crawfordsville, Montgomery County. Renee, did you check in tonight? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. See, I put everybody on the spot out there. Julie usually does that too. But I'll start again. Big Springs, Crawfordsville, Montgomery, and I know it was Montgomery County. Ain't that right, Kate Tharp? And Frankfort, Lebanon, Whitestown, The Ridge in French Lick, Anderson, Indiana, Brownsburg. We had people check in from the Study, PC, Living Room Flat, Crawfordsville. You know who that is, don't we, Brene? That's Mr. Michael Stevens. Michael Stevens, I hope I see you Friday night at the Moose in Crawfordsville. People checking from Jasper, French Lick, Southport, south side of Lafayette, Chapel Hill, west side of Indy, Lafayette, Bargersville, Danville, big city near east side, Seville, and Mace. So please do me a favor. Would you check in tonight and let me know where you're watching from? We love to see where this video goes out there and where all of our viewers are coming in from. So thank you for checking in, all you people last week. We're going to get on to the next song. I'm going to check my tuning real quick. I'm going to let go and breathe a little bit and then put it back on. Jimmy's song. Jimmy's song is probably, I've been able to quiet a lot of loud bar rooms with this song. You know, when you do a single act and you play in bars and you play in certain clubs, you know, people are there for different reasons. And sometimes they're there to listen to you, and other times they're not. And that's okay. That's okay. I mean, that's what we do. We entertain people, and sometimes it's through songs they want to hear, and other times they just want to hear a little background music. But this song has been a real blessing to me. I've had so many great conversations with different veterans and different family members of veterans, and all because of this song. And the story behind the song, I've told it before. I was scheduled to sing at the Commodore Lounge. Debbie Champion had me on the schedule, and I didn't make the show. I was a no-show. I know that's terrible. And Debbie is the best on the planet. And when I was in Nashville, we were good friends. We even wrote together a couple times. But I told her that I said, hey, I ended up with a really good song idea. But I was talking to this guy in the bar. And without explaining to you how that conversation went, because that's what I talk about in the song, but I wanted to let you know that I blew off a scheduled appearance at a songwriter showcase. Now, granted, it was the Commodore. It wasn't like a showcase, you know, but I was on the schedule. So, but I come up with a good song that night. I'm going to tell you about it right now. Little Jimmy song. I was sitting in a bar one night in Nashville, Tennessee, and I met this guy from Atlanta, Georgia. We kind of small talked for a while, and I asked him what he did for a living, and he told me that he sold motorcycle parts for Harley Davidson. And he asked me what I did, and I said, well, I'm a songwriter here in Nashville trying to find a publishing deal. Then I said, what'd you do before you started selling motorcycle parts? Kind of looked down and he paused a little bit and he said, well, in 1971 he'd been in Vietnam. And I thought to myself, 1971, what the heck was I doing? And I remembered I was playing Little League Baseball. So I stuck my hand out and I shook his hand and I said, thank you. I appreciate what you did. And he looked back at me with big old eyes and he said, you know, after all these years, not once had anybody ever taken time to say thanks. So this song goes out to Jimmy and all the veterans out there who've never been properly thanked. July 1971. Jimmy from Georgia was carrying a gun in the jungles of Vietnam. I was 10 years old, round at third base, heading for home the day we both heard a voice yell, run fast as you can. Jimmy was dodging bullets, and I was dodging a tag. Somehow we both made her safe at home, 'cause we gave her everything we had. I'm glad there's people like Jimmy who live with empathy, those who fall and die, so you and I could all be free. To every man and woman who's ever served the red, white, and blue, and this song, it's a simple gift for you. July 1996, I first met Jimmy, we became friends quick at the Holiday Inn, Ivory's Lands. It's out there by Operaland. We talked about our lives, how we loved our kids and our wives, and how we thought the country needed turning around. When he said he'd served in Vietnam, I thanked him for his time. He just stared at me with those watery eyes. I said, no one's ever said thanks in my life. I'm glad there's people like Jimmy who live what they believe, those who fall and die, so you and I can all be free. To every man and woman who's ever served the red, white, and blue, well, this song, it's a simple gift for you. I'm glad there's people like Jimmy who live what they believe, those who fought and died for the love of liberty. To every man and woman who's ever served the red, white, and blue, well, this song, it's a simple gift for you. Well, it's a thank you. All you veterans out there, we appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you to all the veterans and all the veterans family. Don't forget, I believe it's this Friday. Is it this Friday? It's Veterans Day. So that song was pretty appropriate to throw into the show tonight. But I can't tell you all the wonderful conversations that I've had about that song after I played it, and then of course after I've played it and somebody remembers that, they always ask me to come up and play it again for them. So that always makes me feel pretty special. So, all right. Now it's your turn. It's your turn to tell me, okay, you're going to pick out between two songs what you would like to hear. All right. And you're going to get to choose between This Town Ain't Big Enough or Victoria's Secret. Now, we played Victoria's Secret a couple of weeks ago on the show, but I thought, and as you can see up there, I wrote both of these songs with my songwriting partner at the time, David Lindgren, great songwriter. And David and I had been playing at a lot of songwriters nights, and people you just kind of gravitate to writers that you kind of click with. And David and I wrote a bunch of songs together, and 5 or 6 on this particular project together that made the album. So anyway, I want you guys to tell me in the chat, would you like to hear This Town Ain't Big Enough, or do you want to hear Victoria's Secret? So I'm going to give you about 60 seconds to, what do you want to put it in the chat, what you'd like to hear there, Brene. Did you already do that?
I already did.
See, I should have known. So I'm hoping Julie will help me sort this out. I'm going to tune up while she's looking. So do you want to hear This Town Ain't Big Enough, or, we need to get some Jeopardy music here. You know what I mean? Do, 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 do. I'm going to look in chat and see if you guys will let me know what you want to hear. This Town Ain't Big. Oh, it's.
I think This Town's winning.
Well, Vicky, thank you for that. We're going to get to Jesus Time. It's not going to be this week, though. So you think This Town Ain't Big Enough is winning this week?
Yeah, so far.
All right. Well, we're going to give it, what's the clock say here? 31:20. All right. So at 32, we'll make a decision here. All right. Orpha says, God bless our veterans out there. That's right. That's right, Orpha. Thank you for that. All right. And so did Faye. Thank you, Faye. And so did Brene. You guys are all over the veterans out there. We appreciate that. All right. All right. Julie, you got a call for me out there? She's totaling out there. I'm watching for it to come up either in a text or on the screen. Maybe she's not playing. Maybe she's not going to help me. Do we have a winner, Julie? She goes, give me a second. I'm typing.
This Town.
Hasn't shown up on mine yet.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'm just guessing.
Oh, you're guessing. You think it's This Town Ain't Big Enough, Julie? Okay, I think she's shaking her head. It didn't come up on the screen, but that's what we're going to play. All right? I was waiting for the on the fly screen, but that's all right. There it is. Thank you, Julie. Your call was the winner. I'm getting texts for other requests. See how that works? Right in the middle of the show. Only the chat counts. Only the chat counts. I will not be influenced by text, right, Brene? Only in the chat. Only in the chat. So, This Town Ain't Big Enough. I got a feeling that. Boy, that left me quick. Why did it do that? Wow. Sounds pretty sour to me. The D string. Sorry to put you through this painful ordeal. The guitar decided to go south. Check that B one more time, then we'll go. All right. This Town Ain't Big Enough. What key do I do this song in? Think I put it on there? It says the key of D. Montana is pretty this time of year. I ain't been to Vegas for a while, so I might head there. The south of France, Kathmandu. If there's no chance I run into you, 'cause this town ain't big enough for you and me. All this small talk's driving me crazy. I can't hide from what we used to be. Around every corner, on every face I meet, in every crack of these blacktop streets, this town's overcrowded with memories. Oh, this town, it ain't big enough for you and me. You ever live in a town like that, Brene? it ain't easy watching you run around town. I know it's over, and my heart needs to break some new ground. Just when I think I'm strong, you walk by and you prove me wrong. 'Cause this town ain't big enough for you and me. All this small talk's driving me crazy. I can't hide from what we used to be. Around every corner, on every face I meet, in every crack of these blacktop streets, this town's overcrowded with memories. Oh, this town, it ain't big enough for you and me. We can cut it down the middle, divide it with a fence. Maybe then my heart would stand there for chance. 'Cause this town, it ain't big enough for you and me. All this small talk's driving me crazy. I can't hide from what we used to be. Round every corner, on every face of me, in every crack of these blacktop streets, this town's overcrowded with memories. Oh, this town, it ain't big enough for you and me. It ain't big enough for you and me. It ain't big enough for you or me. Off the old Both Sides of My Heart, written that song with David Langren. Fun little ride out there. Hey, you know what time it is now? It's drawing time. Make sure tonight, to share this video, you can share it again, but make sure after you share it, you type "I shared" in the chat, and Julie's going to review and tell you why that's important. So Julie, take it over.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody had a good Monday. As you can see, I'm here with Pete. And as John said, we are in the middle of moving. I'm sporting my light blue, made it through Monday shirt, so everybody can see a little bit better. So first, I want to say thank you to all our veterans out there. Friday is Veterans Day, so thank you for all you do, and thanks for all the families that support those veterans as well. And tonight, we're going to change things up just a little bit. So for anyone who's new out there, why is there a drawing? Well, here's how you get your name put into the drawing every Monday. So after you watch this video, or now, or anytime from now until Sunday evening, share John's video and make sure you go into the chat and type "I shared," and then I will go back and pull your names and we'll put it in our nice little hopper we have, and you will be eligible for drawing on Monday, the next Monday night. So I said we're going to change things up a little bit. So instead of doing the Made It Through Monday t-shirts, we are now going to switch it over to the Made It Through Monday mugs. So I have the Made It Through Monday light blue mug, and I also have the Made It Through Monday red mug. So there's many colors to choose from. So make sure you go out, share John's video, and put your "I shared" in the chat so you can be put in the hopper for the drawing. So tonight, let's see who our first Made It Through Monday mug winner is. Pete's shaking up the hopper. He's gonna unlock it, and we'll have our first Made It Through Monday mug winner. I love the mugs. They're great. So make sure you go out and get yours. So our first winner is, I did not draw this. No cheating. I love you, Connie. My stepmom, Connie Schultz, is the first Made It Through Monday mug winner. Woo woo. Everyone say congratulations, Connie. All right. So please share John's video, get him some support, let everyone out there hear his great music. All right, John, back to you.
Hey, thanks, Julie. Thanks, Julie. I appreciate that. And that wasn't an inside draw, was it? No, we know that you guys are on the up and up. But it's so great that Miss Connie and Dancing Larry come to a lot of our shows. So it's about time they won something, don't you think? So thanks so much for doing that, Julie and Pete. I appreciate it. Hey, I wanted to let you guys know a lot of you have my music out there, and tonight, of course, we're singing songs off. Can you see that? I'm not sure you can. The Both Sides of My Heart album. It has 14 songs on it. And tonight, what I'm doing is I'm making all 4 of my albums available in a bundle package and a bundle price. So you can get Both Sides of My Heart, you can get Brown's Wonder, you can get the Summer Sessions, and you can get my new and latest album, You Ain't Lived My Scars. 45 different songs. You can get them for $35 tonight, all right? Sell the whole bundle. I'll pick up the shipping on that. You can go to my website at JohnStevensJrMusic.com and just click on any of the ones that says you want to buy a CD, and it will give you the option to order all 4. So all you have to do is go there, and if you'd like to get the bundle tonight, all 4 of these particular, I'm trying to hold them up like cards here. It's confusing me. Oh, you know why? Because I need to do it like that. That one back there. You can get all 4 for $35. So those of you that don't have all my music out there, make sure and go to my website at JohnStevensJrMusic.com. And I appreciate your support. All right, we're going to go on to the next song. I wrote this song with my good buddy, Mr. Stan Webb, and also James Wu. And we were downtown Nashville. I don't know. I was with Uncle D, Dennis Morgan, and for some reason we decided to stay downtown. And we're in some big hotel downtown Nashville, writing all week. And there was a little party going on about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's just put it that way. We had a head start on the good time. And Mr. Webb, I remember his famous line was, "Boys, I'm fixing to get outside of the spaceship." I won't put any more details in there, but let's just say 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we were knee deep in a good time. And but the good Lord has a way of working even through our craziness. And really proud of this song. I know it was always one of Stan's favorite songs that we wrote together. It's a little tune called Glory Road. It's not on the Both Sides of My Heart album, but I wanted to sneak in a little. Each week we're going to do songs theme based off a certain album, and I just wanted to throw in a little bit of gospel, a little bit of contemporary Christian spiritual music for you tonight. Song I wrote with Stan Webb and James Wu. It's called Glory Road. Lord knows it's been a while since I prayed to you a whole country mile. You know I lost my soul a few years ago. Pride's such an ugly thing, and jealousy can break your brain. I'm kinda like a hurricane spinning in the glory road. So show me the way to go, take me down the glory road. I wanna feel the mud between my toes, the way you did when you washed away my sins. Lord, please don't pass me by. I wanna see those angels fly. And today I made my mama cry down on Glory Road. The old church where I got saved's got a new roof and snow white paint, just the way I left when I left home. So open up and let me in. I'm at your door and I need a friend. Never let me fall away again from down on Glory Road. Show me the way to go. Take me down the glory road. I want to feel the mud between my toes, the way I did when you washed away my sins. Lord, please don't pass me by. I want to see those angels fly, like the day I made my mama cry down on Glory Road. The day me and mama cried down on Glory Road. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Brene, for that comment. I appreciate that. That was really nice. Yeah. Thank you, Kate. I appreciate that. I got a heart there. And Brene, thank you for that. Thank you, Peter Archimon. Becky, I appreciate that. Glad you guys like that song. Michael Stevens, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. All right. We're going to talk about our upcoming show schedule coming up here in the next 6 or 7 days. Next week, let's see, over this coming week, Thursday night, this is my week to go to Southern Indiana, so I'll be headed down to French Lick on Wednesday after a couple meetings during the day. Some things I'm really excited about, I'll be telling you about coming up pretty soon. Got some good news breaking on that front. And then Thursday be down at JR's Bar in Jasper. And I just want to say, Brene, you've never been to JR's Bar, have you?
Not yet.
Not yet. And you've not met Mike. I will not get paid at JR's Bar if I do a show there and I don't sing She Loves Peyton Manning More Than Me, and I'll find better things to do, and Jimmy's song. All three have to be done in Mike's presence or else I don't get paid. So we do those songs every time we're in Jasper, right? That makes sense. I'd like to get paid, so I do those songs. But this week, let's see, Thursday night we'll be down in Jasper. Friday night, to all my Montgomery County friends, will be at the Crawfordsville Moose. That is open to the public. Come out for an early 7:30 show. And then Tuesday night, back up at Clues Brews. All my Boone County friends and Lebanon friends, hope to see you at Clues Brews in Lebanon. So that's what's coming up. And don't forget, next Monday night, we're doing another all original song show. And we're going to do most of our songs from the Summer Sessions album. Do you guys have the Summer Sessions album? There are 11 songs on this particular project, produced by my good buddy Lars May. And I forgot to tell you, on the Both Sides of My Heart, some of you players out there might remember a name. Michael Graham was my producer on Both Sides of My Heart album. But next week, we're going to be singing songs from the Summer Sessions 2007 album. Excited about that. So, all right. Next Monday night, tune in. Hey, let me ask you all a question. I shouldn't bring this up. My battery's at about 60%, so I think we're going to be okay. Is anybody having a hard time with falling back the daytime? Am I keeping you up late? Do you feel like I'm keeping you up late, Brene?
Yeah.
No, you got everybody doing okay out there on the thing? Looky there. I love that, Becky. You said that was in last week. Look what Becky Pettit. She goes, I will see you. I will be at Clues Brews Tuesday for sure. Becky, looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday night. So I hope my good friend Barb Dubar, she comes to see us sometimes, will be there too. So anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right. Well, let's get on to the next song. Hope you guys can make it out to the John Stevens show. I do have to back up a little bit. What was the last week? Tuesday night, I was at the Corner Bar. We had a great show. Scotty, one of the traveling DeArmonds, was there, and some of the Southside girls and Southside gang made it out there. And Connie and Larry. I hate to start naming names, and Scotty and Alfie and everybody. We had a really fun show there at the Corner Bar. And then Thursday night, we had a really nice week. There were so many dancers Thursday night at the local in Brownsburg. That room is getting crazier, and we're getting more kid dancers. I mean,
It was crazy.
it was crazy. It was. So the local in Brownsburg, every other week, make sure to catch that show. And then Saturday night at the Moose, I had my Kappa Sigma fraternity brothers all show up. Some of my friends from the south side of Indianapolis, and some friends from Whitestown, Brian and Karen Mills and friends were there. It was just it was all shows last week. Some shows are funner than others. Funner is the word I use, funner. It's more fun, I know, but some shows are funner than others, if you know what I mean. But I'm telling you, all my shows last week were so fun. I'm just so blessed that you guys take your time and your money to come out to see me. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you showing up on Monday nights here too. So with that being said, let's get on to the next song. This song is another song I wrote with David Lindgren. Sometimes you get in grooves with songwriters. David and I, like I said, I'm not sure how many songs we actually wrote together, but we had about 5 or 6 on this project that ended up on the album. And this is a song I play it every now and then when I'm in certain places, get it requested more often, but it's a little tune called I'm Not Afraid of Falling in Love, but I Just Want to Go Slow. My last love crashed and burned, I walked away with lessons learned. But I've got scars in my heart still show. Step by step I'm moving on. There's one thing you should know, I'm not afraid of falling in love. I just want to go slow, 'cause my heart isn't ready for the fast track. It needs to work its way back. Give it just a little more time. Together we're doing good so far. I believe that you are exactly what I needed to find. The understanding in your touch is telling that you know you're not afraid of falling in love. I just want to go slow. As I hold your hand tonight, I can see love in your eyes. You're working hard on my heart, we both know there's no need to make a mistake and rushing like 2 fools for gold. I'm not afraid of falling in love. I just want to go slow, 'cause my heart isn't ready for the fast track. It needs to work its way back. Give it just a little more time. Together we're doing good so far. I believe that you are exactly what I needed to find. The understanding in your touch is telling me that you know I'm not afraid of falling in love. I just want to go slow. I'm not afraid of falling in love. I just want to go slow. I just want to go slow out there. Thank you. I saw some comments. I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you. Vicki Ellis Chastain says, I'm not afraid. Look at that. She goes, love this song. I'm not afraid. Well, there you go, Vicki. No reason to be afraid to fall in love, is there? Oh, look at now. See, now Pete is the king of listening to my catalog and bringing these old songs to life. That's right. Pete, thank you for that. Pete says, you need to bring some of these old songs into your live shows. Well, we sneak them in now and then as somebody wants to holler and sing, play Free Bird or Mustang Sally or Brown Eyed Girl, and these songs get lost in the shuffle sometimes. But Pete, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Becky's talking about a birthday party. You'll have to fill me in on that. That's really hard when you're reading this chat. It's like reading a text about three texts up. Sometimes it's. Oh, she got a birthday party first, but she might. I got you. All right. Well, I got my next song. I wrote this song with What was the guy? David Warren Reed, I think was his name. I got it written down. There it is, right on the copyright. And Mr. Webb, I remember this right specifically over in his studio in Nashville one day, and we wrote it in an afternoon. Sometimes when you get with a couple writers and things happen pretty quick. I don't remember where the idea come from, but one of my favorite songs. I bet you don't remember this. I used to sing this when I played it a lot when I first wrote it. And the date says 2009. Do you know what you were doing in 2009, Brene? Well, here's a better question for you. Here's a better question. Is what key do I sing this in? Because I didn't write it down. Huh? C. Start in the middle.
Or double drop down D.
She goes, I don't care what key you play, just one that's in tune, right? That B string is leaving me for some. Have you ever seen walking back? I think it's in D. We're going to try D. Man, that string is leaving me. It's killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Robert Millis and Jay Westfall out in Texas. You ever have a big old Texas heartache? Have you ever seen a sunset in that big blue Texas sky? Have you ever missed someone who said goodbye? Have you ever had your heart so torn you couldn't even cry? Well, now you know how I feel tonight. It's kinda like a big Texas heartache. You can't outrun and you can't outdrink, the kind that old man time can't take away. I promised you forever, and now it's how I know I'll never get over this big Texas heartache, bigger than the Texas sky. Have you ever looked back on your life and wondered what went wrong? Have you ever closed your eyes and heard that song? The one that always made you smile and turn two lovers on. Echoes through the canyons of your soul. Now it's kinda like a big Texas heartache. You can't outrun and you can't outdrink, the kind that old man time can't take away. I promised you forever, that's how I know I'll never get over this big Texas heartache. It's bigger than the Texas sky. Time flies by as daylight starts to fade. Another night without her's on its way. It's kinda like a big Texas heartache. You can't outrun and you can't outdrink, the kind that old man time can't take away. Get over this big Texas heartache. It's bigger than the Texas sky. It's kinda like a big Texas heartache. It's bigger than the Texas sky. Robert Millis, thank you so much. Robert Millis hit my virtual tip jar, and the number was big enough that it was a request for my bundle package. So Robert, thank you so much. Robert has just ordered the bundle package, 4 CDs of John Stevens, 45 songs. Thank you, Robert, so much for doing that. I appreciate that. So, Big Old Texas Heartache. Had you ever heard that song before?
I have not.
I didn't think so. I didn't play it too much around these parts. All right, now we're going to go way back, and we're going to make it tonight because I took off without my charging cord. Let me look at here and see if I can. Down below 50%. I hope we can make it.
You can do it.
Robert Millis, thank you so much. Glad you enjoyed that song, and thank you for buying my bundle set tonight. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys have checked in. Make sure, and if you are just joining us, sometimes people jump into this thing right in the middle. My name is John Stevens Jr., and this is the Made It Through Monday live stream. We do this each and every Monday night. We usually do 10 songs. Tonight we're doing 11. But and tonight we take your request. But tonight we're doing nothing but all John Stevens Jr. original songs. So I'm glad that you're here. It'll be that way for the rest of the month of November. Nothing but original songs this month. So with that being said, I'm going to play the very first song that I ever went in the studio and recorded. And matter of fact, when I was 22 years old, I made my first journey to Nashville. And I remember being told by my producer at the time, he goes, now you're probably not going to get in and talk to anybody, but you got to make sure and go to the Peddler, have a nice steak, and go check out some music. So, but he said, enjoy it, soak it all in, and we'll talk when you get back. So I said, okay. So I go to Nashville, probably went down on Monday. I don't remember exactly, but checked into the hotel room right there on Broadway. And at Broadway and West End, it might have been on West End, it was the old Anchor Hotel. It was a dive. It was a dive, but it was back in the day. And so I get there and I start making phone calls to the few numbers I had, and I look in the yellow pages and it says there's hundreds and hundreds of publishers. This is going to be great. So I start making 3 or 4 or 5 calls. Hello, so-and-so Enterprises or so-and-so Publishing Company. How can I help you? Hey, I'm John Stevens. I'm from out of town. I'd like to come in and play some songs. I'm sorry, Mr. Stevens, we don't take outside material. Click. And after about 10 of those, I got to be a little bit discouraging. So, and I don't remember how many I made, but after about 10, I pretty much said, this ain't going so good. Maybe my producer's right. So I ended up the next day getting a little brave and made some more calls, and I finally got a hold of somebody. It was at Coal Dust Music, and called this lady, and she goes, well, we don't usually take outside material, but I tell you what, can you come in Friday afternoon at some point? And I heard it is Tuesday, and I was just planning on being there a day or two in Nashville. I said, well, sure. So I did. And Donnie Schlitz, for those of you songwriters out there, Donnie Schlitz wrote The Gambler and Forever and Ever Amen with Randy Trapp, all kinds of hit songs. Great songwriter. Was playing at a place, I swear, was like the Highway Hut back in the day. It was just, not that there's, I like the Highway Hut, but it was a honky-tonk smoky bar. And Donnie Schlitz had the long orange afro, and he was playing there. So I got to meet him and hang out with him a little bit. Probably wasn't 25 people there. And it was just pretty cool. And anyway, so that Friday I show up at Coal Dust Music and had a cassette tape. For those of you who don't know what that is, but I had a cassette tape. Looked similar to this in size. Only I had 2 little reels, and she played the tape and shut it off. And she looked up at me. She goes, "I don't know why I told you to come in, because we don't take the same thing. We don't take outside writers, but I'm glad I did, and I'd like to sign this song." So, see, when you're 22, make it your first trip to nothing to this music business, nothing to it, right? And then I played the flip side, another song, and I'm gonna play it after this one. And she signed that one too. Introduced me to Diane Petty at CSAC, and as my performing rights organization, signed me right there. Like I said, 22 years old. Nothing tough about this music business, is there? But this song was my very first. We talked about cassettes. It was on a 45. Do you ever buy a 45, Renee? Long time ago, yeah. Well, vinyl's kind of coming back a little bit. I mean, people do. But one of my favorite songs, and I don't play this, it's just because it's so mellow and things, but maybe like Pete says, I need to dig out some of these old songs. It's a tune called I Never Thought You'd Say Goodbye. Lying here all alone with the tears running down my face. I try so hard to wipe them dry, but they just won't go away. Everyone reminds me of the good times we used to have. But now those good times have all turned bad. I always thought that it would be when I always knew there'd be times both of us would cry. But through it all, I always thought we'd give it our best try. But I never thought you'd say goodbye. It's so hard to dream anymore ever since you went away. 'Cause every time I start to dream, a tear wash it away. Maybe someday my heart will forget it's been broken into. And maybe someday I'll forget that I'm still in love with you. I always thought that it would be you and I always knew there'd be times when both of us would cry. But through it all, I always thought we'd give it our best try. But I never thought you'd say goodbye. I never thought you'd say goodbye. Party, 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 even in 2022. Huh? What's that? Oh, you heard that original version. That guy singing that had a really high voice, didn't he? Well, guys, we're down to song number 10. I know I'm keeping you a little bit late tonight. Well, actually, yeah, I am, aren't I? We're over about 10 minutes already. So I'm going to hustle up. Thank you for all the comments out there. Thank you, Orpha. I appreciate that. Good night, Robert Mills. Glad you could join us. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks, Julie. All right. Here's a song off the B-side, the flip side. It's a song my cousin Tina, whenever I'm at a show, she just does this. She just points to the sky and she goes, play it. And I got to play it. So. Hey there, brother, won't you play me another one of them sad songs that makes everybody cry? I just lost my honey. Now I'm almost out of money, and you're all I got to get me by. Well, I know I should forget her, but God knows I sure do miss her more than any man ever could. Maybe if I drank another, I finally will discover that she never was really any good. So hey there, brother, won't you play me another one of them sad songs that makes everybody cry? Keep tapping away, Orpha, 'cause I just lost my honey. Now I'm almost out of money, and you're all I got to get me by. Thinking, Lord knows a lot of drinking ever since that old favorite day. This old heart of mine keeps hurting, but there's one thing for certain: this old feeling just ain't gonna go away. So hey there, brother, won't you play me another one of them sad songs that makes everybody cry? 'Cause I just lost my honey. Now I'm almost out of money, and you're all I got to get me by. You're all I got to get me by. The old B-side of I Never Thought You'd Say Goodbye. Hey there, brother. The guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It looks like I wrote down the key to this one. That's a good thing, Brene. Don't forget, next Monday, we will be doing the majority of our songs from the Summer Sessions album, 2007. That particular album has songs at 40, I Want You to Know, Love Me When You Want, Need Me, Call Me When You Need Me, Love Me When You Want To, Living Recklessly and Innocent Again, Help Me Home Tonight, Easier or Softer Way, I Almost Stopped Today, Runs in the Family, Tell Me Once, Watching Love Come and Go, Fresh Wound, produced by Lars May. Let me know this week in the chat what songs you would like me to play off that album. We'll probably play 6 or 7 and fill in the blanks with some of these others on the list. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. I do appreciate it. We're going to wrap it up with the title track off of the Both Sides of My Heart album, song called Both Sides of My Heart. Wrote this one with David Lindgren also, and thought it was a pretty good title for an album. So it says I need a capo here on the 1st fret, and I haven't sang this song forever. I might need to pull the words up on this one. I think I know most of them here. I'll just look down if I need to. I have always listened to what I feel inside. Now what I wouldn't give to stop the sound of this goodbye. But I've got mixed emotions, tearing us apart. You hold half my heart, I know you always will. But the other half still needs to chase a dream to be fulfilled. So I can't give you all my love till it comes from both sides of my heart. I'm torn between my love for you and a dream I must see through. All these things I've left to do keep pulling us apart. So I can't give you all my love till it comes from both sides of my heart. walk out, I want you to know I'll keep your love and memory with me everywhere I go. But I'm no good to you if I can't finish what I started. I can't ask you to wait, but God, I hope you do. As soon as I work through this, I'll be coming back for you, when I can give you all my love, and it'll come from both sides of my heart. I'm torn between my love for you and a dream I must see through. All these things I've yet to do will keep pulling us apart. So I can't give you all my love till it comes. I can't give you all my love till it comes. I can't give you all my love till it comes from both sides of my heart. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on another Monday night. Thank you so much, Julie and Pete. Thank you, Brene and Brenda, for letting me come here to do this live stream. See you next Monday night. Good Lord, willing, the creek don't rise. I am going to do a cover song and get us out of here. Turn out the lights. Party's over. They say that all good things must end. Turn out those lights. Party's over. We'll see you down the road next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll do it all again. You know the drill. Say goodnight, John Boy. Gail McGillum, love to see you out there tonight. Appreciate you being out there, Gail. Thank you. Thank you, Julie Schultz. I appreciate that. Michael Stevens, thank you. You're the best, buddy. Hope to see you this Friday night in Crawfordsville. Thank you, Orpha. I appreciate that. Get some heart love from Miss Becky Lee out there. Thank you so much, Robert. I appreciate it. Thank you for the virtual tip out there. And I'll be getting a package in the mail to you, brother. Have to get me your address and everything. We'll get that taken care of. Thank you so much. Glad you made it tonight, Lena. Thank you, Becky. Pete Arkamo, appreciate it. Pete Arkamo's the best. He's just a music lover. He really is. Look how far behind I am. Thank you, guys. All right. Good night, Connie. Thank you so much. Vicky, good to see you. Don Brown, good night, Brian. I'm going to let you guys go. I kept you late tonight. See you next Monday night.